What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a good day. Hey, I decided I really didn't want to do a video today, so I'm going to let Justin take over. He can record what he wants, talk about what he wants, whatever he wants to do. What do you think, man?
I'll do it.
It's the employee's perspective.
Yes.
And what he thinks of Doc, which you probably won't like that. And I don't care what he asks me. I'll answer anything. So, Justin, the camera is yours. You want to say hi to the nice folks?
What's going on, everybody? What's cracking? What's good? So, we've had to skip quite a few today. These lawns are...
How many have we cut? 4?
2. Ooh, let's see, 1, 2. We've cut 2. We've skipped... We skipped 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we're going to cut a total of 4 today.
Yeah. We put down some weed killer at a couple of properties. I believe we're going to do the same here. This is by far the greenest lawn that we've come across today. The rest of them look like this. Just a second here. The rest of the lawns have looked like this. So yeah, that's why we've skipped quite a few today. Shane's going to knock this one out. This is let's see. This is a customer that we've had as long as I've been working for Shane. Started in March of 2015. I think after about 3 years they moved and they bought this house, which isn't very far away from where they used to live. But I think they got such a good deal on this house they decided to move. So let's see. I've hedged him this a few times. I mulched this one, and I can show you what I've done up front. So I've done some extensive work up front as well. There's 2 bushes on the side of the pine. There were some other bushes in that place, and as a matter of fact, that pine is new as well. I had to dig 3 bushes out, put the pine in, and the other 2 they actually put on themselves because they weren't sure what they were going to put in, and so they wanted to go do that. So, and I can show you this. This I did earlier this season. They wanted to put in a fire pit. And this is pretty rad. Check this out. That is pretty cool. That's pretty big too. So that was all grass, and I had to dig out the border, and then came back later and dug out the grass, and I actually used a Lord. I'm having a loss for words here. The edging shovel. I actually use the edging shovel just because it's one big solid piece of metal, and able to just scrape that grass out. So that bush isn't looking too good. But I was looking as good as some of these lawns here. We actually Ohio is actually getting a pretty good amount of rain here, but as soon as it crossed the Indiana-Ohio border, it started going southeast instead of just due east. So we lose today. So, all right, I'm going to. Shane's pretty much done with the front. Let's catch him mowing some of the back because he's gonna be in the back here in a few seconds. So let's check out the back. Be right back. Alright, so while he does that, I'm going to go ahead and start trimming. So I'm not sure if this is actually going to be caught on film or not, but I am the trim and blowing off guy. I'd say about 98% of the time. There's a few that I cut. There's actually one that I cut yesterday at the office, which is pretty close to where the Columbus International Airport is. And so I mowed a good portion of that after Shane cut in, and he actually did some of the trimming yesterday too. So, all right, I'm gonna get to trimming and we will be right back. All right, so I'm done trimming, mowing, and edging on this one. And yeah, just a second. All right, we are done mowing, trimming, and blowing this property off. And something that we used to do when I first started working for Shane was when I would trim the curb areas and everything, is we would go forward. And a couple years ago, we started going backwards. And it's a huge difference. I'm going to show you Exhibit A of why we go backwards. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. All the way down. And that's the other side. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we do all the curb areas, all the sidewalks, walkways, just like that. And it actually makes a huge difference. You know, if you go forward, you can't really, like, the trim line doesn't get in that groove to make that groove in there. And you know, if you go backwards, the trimmer's going backwards, and it just gets in that groove and it makes that. So, all right, we are on our way to the next one, and yeah, check this out. So we'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, we are at the next one, which will actually be the last one for the day. I suppose we could get ahead and do a Wednesdays and Thursdays route, but those are just about as brown as the rest of them. These people also have irrigation, so this lawn is also pretty green. Take a look at it. This one is one that I've done mulch on, and this is one of the bigger ones. 22 yards of mulch in one day. That is right, one day. They've got a golf course in the back. Can't remember the name of the golf course, but for privacy reasons, we'll keep that out of it. But we'll get a little bit of Shane mowing here. You guys have all seen this one. Alright, I'm gonna get to trimming and we will be right back. Alright, everybody, we just finished up the last one for the day. We had to get out of the neighborhood. They had some trucks and stuff going through, so they needed us to move. So basically, when I trim, and this is more for the newbies than it is, you know, for the grizzled veterans, as I'd say. So when I trim, I have two responsibilities: the curbs and sidewalks and whatnot. And as you know, I like to go. We now go backwards so we can get in that groove, and it just looks super nice. My second responsibility when I trim is to obviously trim down the grass that the mower can't get to. Shane himself does not have any limits, but the mower does. There are some V spots that it can't get into. Maybe there's some stuff around some trees that it can't get to. Obviously, I trim up the the little leafage and all that stuff around the trees and whatnot. But like I said, there's some stuff that the mower just can't get to. So any high spots, I trim those down. any weeds or whatever that might be in tree beds. I trim those down as well. Obviously, and then when I blow, I take my time when I blow, because you're leaving the property for a week, and you don't want to leave any grass on the sidewalks and any mulch beds. So I'm pretty thorough when I blow off. At least I try to be. So we're in a construction zone, it looks like. They're building some lots and whatnot around here. In Columbus, they're always doing two things: building houses and fixing roads. 24/7, 365, 12 months out of the year, they're always doing construction somewhere. So as far as doing landscaping, what do I like about it? Pretty much everything. You get to work outside. Shane's pretty fortunate. He's got all of his customers are top notch. There's no customers that I despise, or do I say, oh man, do we have to go to this place? Oh man, this for whatever. Everybody's really cool.
Like Mulch Queen would. As always, Mulch Queen in the house. Peace.
All right, so we're gonna head on home, guys. So hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and by the time you guys are watching this, it might be nighttime, so hopefully you guys get a good night's sleep so you guys can be productive the next day. So talk to you guys later, and yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye.